Carlos, hello.
No.
Do the players still believe Manchester City can qualify from this group?
Certainly. The players as a whole, we're all convinced that it's still possible. You know, as long as it's still mathematically possible, then why not? As long as we go out determined to win the last two games, then it's just a case of waiting and see how the other results turn out.
The club have a great home record in Europe. Can that help you, do you feel, in the belief that you can get through?
That said, you've got to realise that in Real Madrid we've got an opponent that's one of the best teams in the world. But it's, as I said before, it's a case of going out to win and trying and grab those 3 points and seeing what happens in the rest of the group.
In that first game in Madrid, you were 2-1 up with, what, just 3 minutes to play. Does that show just how tight this whole group is, the fact that anybody can beat anybody, really?
It's true. It's a really, really tough group, possibly the toughest in this year's Champions League, and we've come up against some really difficult opponents. But you know, let's not consider that to be an excuse for the reason that we've not been managing to pick up necessary points. You know, we've now got to try and turn that round.
Why has the Champions League form perhaps not been as good as your form in the Premier League?
I think that first and foremost, they're two very, very different tournaments in style, the Champions League and the League. And I still think that as a team we're still growing. In terms of our progression, you can see that. We won the FA Cup, then the following year we won the league title. And I think we need to be patient in order that we achieve everything that we're aiming to do as a group.
Cristiano Ronaldo scored the winner in Madrid. This is his first return to Manchester since leaving United. How big a factor do you feel he might be tomorrow?
No, Cristiano is one of the best players in the world, and I think, you know, he'll play in this game just in the same way he always has done. You know, he doesn't seem to feel pressure. There'll be no pressure on him, no added pressure. The fact he's back in Manchester, he's always played in this way, freely. Obviously, we'll have to keep a special eye on him. He's such a good player, as I said before.
As you say, Carlos, you've played with Ronaldo. In Spain, they always talk about the relationship between him and Messi, who you obviously know well in terms of who is the best player in the world. I wonder if you had a view on that, because Cristiano certainly likes to think that he's the best player in the world.
I think it's only right if Cristiano does believe that he's the best player in the world. You know, if he's got that right to believe that. If any guy who gets 37 to 40 goals per season, you know, he's going to be one of the best in the world without doubt. But if you were to push me, I'm always going to go on the side of Messi.
Para mí, entre Ronaldo y Messi, yo me quedo con Messi.
Hola.
You shared a dressing room with Cristiano Ronaldo. What is it that really surprises you? What really strikes you about his game, and what makes him so special?
Yo creo que es uno de los jugadores que no hay que.
I think that you've got to try and ensure he doesn't get in behind you. I think once he gets a chance to face up to you and run at you with the ball, he's very, very dangerous. Obviously, he strikes the ball really well too. So the way to maybe try and stop him is to try and stop him further up the field, because once he gets close to the area, he's a handful.
Es lo mejor, no dejarlo que agarre la pelota en el área o un poco más atrás.
Buenos días, Carlos.
In Spain, we talk a lot about Higuaín as an impact player on the big stage. He's done well in his career, but sometimes doesn't cut it on the big occasion. You've shared a dressing room with him at international level. What can you tell us about Higuaín?
Yo creo que el Pipita hace muy bien.
I think Pipa Higuaín does a great job for Real Madrid, and I don't think there's any room for him to receive any kind of criticism. I think currently the fact that he's sharing the position, maybe there's rotation between him and Benzema. I think maybe that's caused his confidence to maybe drop slightly, but no, I think he does well for Madrid. He's a top player.
Pipita cuando entra o cuando juega, creo que lo hace muy bien.
Carlos, you seem a lot happier playing football again. Can you tell us what's changed? It's obviously not so long ago you were talking about how unhappy you were in Manchester. What has actually changed with you?
No, me tomo las cosas de otra forma, ¿no? Yo creo que.
I think I've just changed my outlook on life in general, really. Very, very big important factor is the fact that I've got all my family present with me here in Manchester, which makes me very, very happy. I'm not worrying about the things that I used to worry about, and I'm just concentrating on enjoying my game and enjoying my time there on the field. So my only concerns and the things I concentrate on at the moment are training and playing.
Y jugar contento, ¿no? Que eso es lo que me hace rendir mejor.
Carlos, there's been a lot of talk about Ronaldo and Messi, but you were brought to Manchester City to make a difference on nights like tomorrow night. Do you feel capable of doing that and rewarding the faith the manager's had in you?
I think, to be honest, it's all about the team working together as a whole. You know, I wouldn't like to put added pressure on myself to think it's got to be me that's going to make the difference tomorrow night. It's all about working together, and you know, if we want to really take this game forward and grab it by the scruff of the neck, it's got to be a group effort.